Hello there, my shiny happy. The practice of non-judgment for me over.
Hi. You are just having a field day beating yourself up, huh? Okay, let's talk about judgment because this whole practice of non judgment is something that I've really struggled with and thought about. And here's what I think about that. I get paid to judge, like literally. One of my jobs is I work in an ER doing assessments for kids that come in who are suicidal, homicidal, what have you, right? And I'm judging completely, you know, making judgments about the families and their dynamics and the situations that has led this kid to come to my ER to now for me to determine, what am I doing with them? Now that's judgment. And I know that's not what you're talking about, but am I judging the parents? Yeah, I'm judging the parents. Is it judgment in a mean way where I think they're shit? No. It's discernment. It's to do stuff with, to make decisions. Now, judging myself when I'm like critical of myself because I've made yet another stupid choice, mistake, whatever, decision. I do it all the time. It's okay. But I really want you to step into forgiveness because we constantly fuck up. That's part of being human, my friend. But you know what? I also forgive myself and I look at them as opportunities to practice setting boundaries and practice communicating my needs. Let me put the phone down. Because I was going to do a video about this, right? It's very hard to set boundaries with people because what happens is when we start to form relationships and connections with people, our boundaries are very loose because we're trying to form that bond. So we give people free access to us and our spaces. But at some point, we realize, oh, that's not comfortable for me. I'm not okay with that. And then when you go back to set that boundary, then that's looked at, the other person may perceive that as rejection or you being mean to them when really what you're doing is trying to honor your space and your boundaries, right? Now, the flip side of that is asking for what you need and asking for what you want from people around you, whether it's your friends, it's your colleagues, it's your loved ones, whatever. And if that person is not capable of coming and meeting you in that friendship, in that relationship, in that partnership, the way you need them to be, then that may sometimes feel like, am I being too much? Am I asking for too much? Then you've got some choices to make. If people cannot fulfill or meet you where you are, then you have a decision to make. You can continue and settle for whatever it is they're able to give you, or you need to move on and find that someplace else. Does that make sense? So, am I going to judge myself because I'm choosing not to settle? No. Do I feel shitty about the fact that I'm choosing me first? I used to. And I question myself, right? But I also have to sit with myself and really go, have I been honest? Have I been fair? Have I been open and honest in my communication? Could there be anything I should have or could have done differently? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. And at the end of the day, guess what? I'm human, so I forgive myself and I invite you to do the same. Seems like there's a lot of internal chatter going on. Cut that shit out. That dialogue inside your head is probably a younger version of you who was told you were too much and you were too much and too much and too much, and whoever, whether it was your aunt or whether it was an ex-lover or whether whoever, a teacher, whoever told you that is what's really driving. But remember, you're an adult now. You're not the same version you were whenever that thing was said to you. You've learned and you've grown. I think you're amazing. And this goes for anyone watching, but my friend here is incredible. He's wise and he's kind and he's sweet and he's a soul friend. He's a soul tribe member of mine. So be gentle, be kind to yourself. Yeah, we all fuck up. It's okay. Permission granted to forgive yourself. Permission granted to set yourself first. You can't give to others what you're not willing to give to yourself. Remember that? I love you. I've messaged you. Reach out to me on WhatsApp and let's talk. All right? I think it's way overdue. I know with our time difference it's hard, but we'll figure it out. For the rest of you, lots of love. One day at a time. This too shall pass.